So comment, subscribe, dislike, or like. Check out the links in the descriptions for other of my sites, other activities that I'm involved in. Got a whole bunch of Facebook groups you can check out. I play multiple card games, so I do music among other things, so check out the links in the description. So this is my Izzet mill deck, or mill it all. Didn't really come up with a name, but you know, it's blue. It's red blue, so Izzet colors, right? So yeah, Izzet mill combo. I guess I'll call it that, combo, because there, you know, is a combo. The idea is to try to play your mill cards more than once. We're using pretty strong mill cards. They can mill a lot, so the idea is to get them to do it more than once. The sooner the better, because you don't want to wait turn after turn after turn trying to, like, for example, we got one of our pieces, which is our maddening cacophony. I'll just call it maddening Jace. Jace is mad. So we getting some ruin crabs, mills out. And of course the goal is to, usually what I would do, this was before I added galvanized interpretation or something like that. What it's called. It's a card that lets me copy sorcery instant. So the normal thing was just to play a whole, like turn 2 play maddening Jace, right? Then turn 3 play the treacherous laugh, and hopefully get a lot of mills out of that. And then of course, obviously you want to start turn 1 with a rune crab, right? That way every turn you're getting 3 mills on top of all the other mills you're getting. So like by turn 4, you want to be at least close to have had milled your opponent's deck in half. So you want to get to the point that by turn 4, half their deck is in the graveyard. Preferably you want it in the exile. So that's where, like, I prefer to not use a combo with maddening Jace. Instead use it with treacherous laugh, because I rather the cards get exiled. Plus I could probably get more mills out of it, like more cards. There's Tasha's hideous laughter, not treacherous laughter, hideous laughter. So that card I will want to combo with the galvanized card. So it's 34, and I'm going in for this. I use this to, you know, obviously to slowly chip out of my opponent's deck, as well as defense against flyers, because you know that's normally a weakness. You know, flyers tend to be a problem. Our opponents is scrying and drawing, which we like, because they're just helping us mill. That's how we look at it. When they take cards out their deck, they're just helping us mill. So typically, you know, you might see me checking my opponent's deck a lot, like how many cards in his deck, because you know it's part of the game. All right, so you play that. Already made him draw more cards. Okay, so this is when I used to have this card in the deck. It was decent. It served its purpose to a certain degree, but it was like, man, not that great. Sometimes it will distract me from playing other cards because I'm too busy trying to play the card that I stowed. Because I ended up forgetting lands, but it's like I'd rather play something that, you know, does something cool but also gets me a land. That's where the card that has the learn mechanic. Divide by 0. That can get me science, environmental science, and then I can go get my land that way if that's my goal, is to try to get land. The idea was to basically have a 2-card deck. The idea was like by exiling 3 cards, it's technically like milling somebody, and then you get something out of it. I mean, it would be interesting to try to bring it back as a concept, because I took it out before I put in the whole galvanized card, so it'd be kind of cool to combine it with galvanized. Iteration, I think that's what's called, galvanized iteration. So combine it with that, that'd be kind of cool. So it's really weird that my point is like, are you trying to mill yourself out? Like, I'll take it. But right now, all I need is a land I could play, and I'll be able to do my strategy. So this land comes into play tap, so I'll be able to play that, but I can play this. Exile all of that. So the opponent has 5 cards, and next turn just maddening will be more than enough. So clearly, he scoops, but we obviously had game regardless. So we're on to the next video. So I'll turbo through this a little bit, trying to get through all the videos. So you can see, just playing lands, dealing damage, milling my opponent. I already have galvanic iteration. Right now I'm going to do the rune crab play, because I want to mill my opponent. Oh, don't do that. Oh yeah, because I want to get rid of that threat. So, trying to slow my opponent down. I could have focused on milling. I'm trying to set up for late game, I guess. So just gonna go there. That's the thing. Don't worry about taking damage at the beginning of the game. You wanna worry about taking damage at late in the game. So you want to save a lot of your removal spells, typically for late game, not early game. Definitely want your remove spells a turn prior to your board wipe, like burn down the house. That's our board wipe. So you want to use your remove spells, on turn 4, because turn 5 is when you can play burn down the house, for example. So right now, turn 4 we can do the trick, but we're not going that route. We're trying to get more lands, so we're going to do this instead of trying to So I go get a basic land. I think it's blue, right? Yep. Because I need 3 blue, and I only have 2 blue in play. So look at this grave. They don't have 8 cards yet, so clearly gotta start milling them some more. Haven't been milling them much, so I gotta get started. Clearly, right now, I'm going to turn 5, so if I'm right, I board wipe on turn 5. I don't know where the extra attack came from, but I did not appreciate it. So I decided to attack first, of course. I want to get the mill out of it. Get the mill. So now I play my board wipe. Always trying to get to turn 6. So hopefully we get our 6th land. He's trying to reestablish the board. Didn't get my 6th land, which would have been awesome to get. So at least now I can galvanic iteration, do the maddening. Oh no, I do this instead. That's what it was. Because this would be better. I don't want more stuff in the drop, and I could probably exile more cards this way. But this is the better combo, is using Hideous Laughter along with Galvanic. So you see he's down to 8. And if we go back, how many did he have originally before I did? Okay, let's see. So he had 38. So I ended up exiling 30 cards off of that 2-card combo, which was a better combo than the 16-card combo I would have done. So you see, it was the better choice to do that. So that is my preferred, plus it exiles. Now my opponent, since he only has 8 cards left, just maddening alone is enough. But I do have Galvanic Iteration with the flashback, and I just drew another Galvanic Iteration, so I could mill 16 right now. And I do the play, but it's not necessary. Obviously, he only has 8 cards. Well, 7 cards actually, so this is overkill. So let's move on to the next one, obviously. Just kill GG. To the next game. That was strange. Alright. Something. Games disappeared. Only need to show a couple of games. Let's wait. Oh wait, show this one. Let me show this one. Sorry. So like I was saying before, is you don't want to worry about damage turn 1, so you're not gonna block as much. I did have the gameplay I wanted to showcase, but must have deleted. Where I blocked with a ruin crab, but I shouldn't have, and it was, it makes a difference. Like I didn't need to block. So you see, I'm playing this card early. It's because I'm trying to have my opponent. I think this is the person that had I think he had like a 95 card deck or something. I think this is the one where it's like a lot of people started just quitting real quick. I think this is that much. If not, I'll probably do that gameplay. Let's move a little faster because it take a while for him to do that. So I started drawing because I'm trying to get to something I can play the mills, preferably. So I'll drop the Wind Robber, use this effect to draw. I could obviously keep them. It's not necessary for me to use them up. I was just hoping to get some extra play this turn other than this. So it's like, alright, well, I guess I'm going to divide by 0. Grab Environmental Sciences. I can gain life, just in case that it matters. I think it does, right? I remember one game it definitely mattered. So definitely, let's see. He starts for doing for total stuff. Not much there. I do the sciences. Get my card. I have to spend my turn on that. I do my lands board wipe so I can scry. So I do my lands effect. Clear his board. I'm like, yeah, I want the hideous laughter. I want to start milling. So obviously, what I want to do is play Maddening Jace first for 6 to cut my opponent's deck in half. Then this happens. It's like, oh man, he's ruining my plan. So then this happens. So I get rid of those 2. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm still good. I still have the land, but then he does this. I'm like, God damn it. So now I gotta get rid of this and board wipe. So you see, I got the blue board wipe. So then I get these 2, and I have 5 energy. Lands for them. So it's like, all right, play this for 2, mill him 8, then hit him for this, and hopefully mill him for me even way more than that. I mean, exile. I check he has 10 cards. It's like, all right, cool. In 2 turns. So it's like, all right. So he'll draw 2 cards in 2 turns, right? So that way he has 8 cards left. All I have to do is draw my another copy of. So I play that. The goal is to try to use that as a defense, unless he counters it, which looked like that's what he was going to do. He didn't, so it's like, all right, that's good. And it's like, oh, you have a kill spell? Well, I'm going to pop it off and get a draw out of it and probably get something. I'm like, oh, good. Here's what, you see what just happened there, right? My turn ended with that, right? My turn ended. Now, I know I preemptively pressed the button to like end my turn because I wasn't expecting much of anything. But man, that really hurt because if I didn't do that, I probably would have been able to still play her and get the card. That way, my next turn I could have milled my opponent. So then now I play this. Now I play this. I'm thinking, if I'm right, he counters this. So it sucks because it would be nice to play this earlier. If I played this card a turn earlier, then I would have been in a better position, right? Because I would have had this a turn earlier. I would have had the card to mail my opponent a turn earlier. So he has the reject. So good for him. So he just needs 2 more attacks to end me out. This is gonna make me go down to 8. That's gonna bring me down to 3. So I play this. I play it. I get maddening. I could have. He kills it. It don't matter. I got what I needed. GG. Come on. Like, that was pointless. This would guarantee that I mill my opponent for 8. Which is all he had left. So, yep, victory. Victory for victory. So, 3 bet counts. You gotta do the math. Gotta pay attention. Gotta do the do. And that's the end of the video.